Hey, what's up, guys? This is TCG Tony here. I just wanted to give my deck profile for the 2024 Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Celebration OTS tournament at Galaxy Comic Zone in Chicago. I won the tournament. Just quick shout out before I give the deck list. Shout out to Anthony and Julian for coming along with me, for bringing me along with them, and just constantly helping me get better at the game, and just helping me improve my deck, and just being good guys all around, and just some really great friends. They actually came in second and third respectively, and so it was kind of cool for all three of us to kind of get top three, and then Julian won the raffle too. So both of us, all three of us, won both envelopes, which is between the three of us, which is really nice. And it was just a great experience all around. Shout out to Jiwoo, Gamers World Old Orchard, for just being the best locals ever. Great people there. Shout out to everyone that pulls up there. Tommy, Dylan, Craig. Shout out to Brian, Brandon, just all the guys out there. And then shout out to Kobe from Oblivion Games back home. And of course, I want to shout out my uncle Ed, and all my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, Amina, and then my brother Marco, for always being super supportive. But yeah, I got first place, went undefeated, and I played Tenpai Dragons, and I just figured I'd give my deck profile as it is. So I'll start off with kind of the engine pieces here. I was playing 3 Padra, pretty classic. I was playing 3 Chandra, 2 Fadra, 1 Dora Dora, and 1 Genroku. I'm pretty sure that at least this here, is pretty non-controversial. I don't know anyone that plays less than 3 Padra, less than 3 Chandra, since these are like key starters. Like Chandra technically is an extender, but it's a starter because in damage step you can obviously get out Padra. So obviously these are mandatory 3s. I am playing 2 of this. I think that maybe I disagree with a lot of people, but Tenpai can actually grind in a lot of ways, especially in the mirror. Having 2 of these is really important. And if you play through Shifter, obviously if you don't OTK through Shifter, having a second one is kind of nice, especially if you have Kaiman set. And let's say you pass, you can get a STK. So I think this is really good for just resource recursion, and just making sure that you have a kind of way to get everything set for an OTK at any given point. This, I didn't play this until after the ban list, so I did not play this at regionals in Rosemont. But like, this is mandatory now, because obviously we lost 2 field spell, we lost 2 prosp, so this is a mandatory. I like the second effect too in like top deck races, because like the second effect is like, you basically excavate the top part of the deck, top card, and if it's a fire dragon monster, send it to the grave. And if you send it to the grave, this gains 1,000. You really don't want to send it to the grave, but otherwise it's placed on the bottom. So like, basically, if you're kind of in a top deck race trying to like get to like one of your engine pieces, and I mean, it can have the negative effect of like, you do mill your engine piece, worst comes to worst, but like at the same time, it's kind of nice if you don't draw into engine or anything important, like it puts it on the bottom, which gives you a chance to draw an engine. Although not a lot of people use the second effect, but it has come up. But really, this is just important because it's just another starter in case, because Tenpai got a lot breakier post ban this, so it's kind of the mandatory. And then I only play 1 of this because I don't want to top deck this. It's kind of an annoying normal because it locks you into monsters. And if I get Ash, I kind of want to. It's kind of hard to play around if you draw this. So I just kind of having this at 1 is I think fine. So that's basically it for the Tenpai Dragon. Nothing super out of the ordinary. The only thing I think is just the Dora Dora, and then playing 2 of these is a kind of different thing that I tend to do. And then I'll go into the other stuff now, because I think it's all pretty important. So I'm playing the spells wise. I'm playing obviously 3 Kaiman, 1 field spell, prosp, terraforming, and then set rotation where there's a will. So this is kind of like, I think a lot of people have also thought about this, but I got this idea from Sebastian, and also Tommy also helped me out with this too. Was like, I think this is obviously a good play. This gives you a second prosp, which is nice. And also, although it's very rare, the second effect is real good, which is like during the end phase, if you excavate 9 or more, you can shuffle all cards your opponent control and in their graveyard to the deck, which is kind of insane. But like, yeah, this just excavates up to the number your opponent controls. So let's say you excavate, you could possibly get this, you could possibly get prosp. It's kind of nice because it's a prosp with no cost. So a lot of the times, it is fine to top deck this because you can kind of just use effect right away. Set rotation is obviously great because set rotation is like a second field spell. Like set rotation and terraforming are basically both second summoning. So this is how you can kind of get 3 and then 2 prosps. So not even mad about it, to be honest. Not mad about the ban list because there's definitely ways to play around it. I will say I have been in awkward situations where I've top decked like set rotation and this. And it's kind of awkward because obviously this is a dead card if you top deck both of them, but like not relevant enough to get rid of it. Like it's just too good. Like when I see this card, it's really helpful. Like it definitely won me a game when I saw it. And then if I ever see this, I didn't see this today, but when I do see this, I'm typically fine too because it's just another prosperity. And then obviously 3 of this is mandatory. The new continuous spell is coming out. They'll help you get this back, and will help with resource management, especially retrieving stuff from grave. So I think I'm still going to be playing Tenpai to some extent. And then I'll go into the hand traps. So it's obviously very standard. Playing 3 shifter, 3 chummies, 3 ash, obviously. And then I'm playing 3 imperm and 1 mag. This is pretty standard. I'm honestly will probably get rid of some more of this when the new chummy comes out. I'll just go shifter, chummy, bro. Like, and then maybe imperm or something. But like, I don't know. Chummy's fine. I'm not gonna lie. Not as cracked as. It's just because people play around it. Like, I mean, it's kind of nice, like because it forces your opponent to play around it. But at the same extent, like, I don't know. I haven't seen much value on this. Like, when I resolve Chummy, I usually get like 1 draw, to be honest with you, like 1 or 2 draws. It's good against certain decks though, but definitely main deck for Tenpai. And obviously Ash and Perm is all pretty much standard stuff. Nothing too serious about it. Just the powerhouse hand traps. And I saw this like once today, and it when it resolved, I did win that game. But nothing crazy about the hand traps. Honestly, everything's pretty normal. And then the next part is the breakers. Not gonna lie, won me most of my games. Playing 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Regeki, 2 Dark Hole, Feather Duster, which is basically I usually use Lightning Storm as a kind of Feather Duster, and then 3 Droplet. I didn't actually play this until today. Like I wasn't really playing Droplet, and I started testing, and I just kept like thinking like, how valuable is Droplet, especially in combination of like with one of these board breakers. Like if you draw a breaker, bro, oh my gosh, like Dark Hole, let's say they Caesar, Chain or Droplet. Dude, bro, like stuff like that. It's just stuff like that. I do tend to side out. So the reason, by the way, I'm not playing, well, this is obviously I can't play 3 because literally just the ban list. But the reason I'm playing 2 and 2 is because at least when I've been hand testing, I felt like 3s of these have been too bricky, and there's nothing here that I want to get rid of, and I'm already at 41 with this, so it's kind of like not trying to brick myself, pause, but like not trying to have 2 bricky hands. But yeah, Droplet when it resolved won me a lot of games. There were just times where I would literally just get like this. I saw this today. I saw like Featherstorm, like Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, and Regeki, and it's just like, bro, like it's just so cracked. That's why Tenpai is so good. You just play so much non-engine. It's ridiculous. But that's it for the main deck basically. Nothing too out there. I think everything's pretty standard. And then I'll go into the extra deck real quick. So I'm playing 2 Bident, like everyone else. 1 Transcendent. I'll do the Synchros first. 1 Trident, Samurai D, Crystal Wing, Black Rose, Ruddy Rose. So this, I think this is fine. I never make this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm just gonna put in like, I think I'm gonna put Meteor Burst back. So 2 Bident is obviously mandatory. Transcendent, Trident. Some people play 2 of this. I don't see a necessity to play 2 of that. I never have enough resources to make 2 of that ever. And then, since the comeback from grave thing is once per duel, but so it's like, I don't know. I never see a need to make more than 1 of this. Whenever I make this, I always win the game anyways. Trident, obviously, this card is cracked. Like I said, this is irrelevant. Gonna get rid of this. Black Rose, Gas. Ruddy Rose, I think even better. Make Ruddy Rose with Bident and Genroku, but don't increase his level by 1 or something like that. And bro, this card is ridiculous. Like, or you could, like, that's the minimal resources you could use, I think, for that. But even if you don't, even if you just make 10 right away, this, like, if my thing is if your opponent doesn't have a huge board, right? And I just go this, bro. Like, I literally just make this, banish everything from both graves, and it's just like, it's always really good. And also, like, what's nice is a lot of people don't use the second effect, which is when your opponent activates a card effect that would destroy a card, you contribute it and negate the activation. Then special summon a Black Rose from your extra deck or graveyard. So you can go this, Black Rose effect, clear board. See what I'm saying? Like, that would be kind of nice. So like, just this combos. Every time I've made this, I didn't make this today. Every time I have made it though, I won. Today I did a lot of this, and I made this. And then I made this against in the mirror. But I low-key struggled with the mirror before, but I think I know how to play the mirror fine, even with this stuff. But that's it for the synchros. And then the link package, I think, is like really clutch too. So I'm playing Striker. Thanks to my boy. Shout out to my boy Giovanni for getting me this Striker. Seal. I actually just picked up this quarter century seal. I think it looks pretty nice. I picked it up kind of as like to reward myself. Hida. Well, really, I would put SP, Hida, then this link line. This has been super helpful. Like, I don't like the idea that, like, potentially you could lose just off a D barrier. Like, literally, you auto lose. Like, no, I would just rather have the option to go into these. Like, this line is really good. I made this a lot of regionals. And I actually won a lot of games because I made this. I never actually went into this, but I made, like, Promethean a lot, and then I would do some other plays, you know? I usually left Raging Phoenix on board, but like not today though. Today I did make Seals a crap ton NSP. I don't think you need two seals though, to be honest. I think 1 is probably fine, in my humble opinion. But yeah, I think the link line is really important. I think probably like looking back, I'd probably change just a couple things insofar as I would probably definitely. I think I'm going to really work hard to make sure that I work on the extra deck, think about a little bit more creative ways to go forward with that. But other than that, to be honest, it was pretty good to me today, especially the top deck. Definitely a lot of the heart of the cards moments. And then so for the side deck, playing this card is obviously insane. Just like locking your opponent out of light and darks, especially in those matchups. 2 of this, and I'll explain like once I show everything what I use stuff for. 3 Droll, the Bestials, 3 take cards, and then cross out for the mirror. So okay, against light and dark deck, like I played Yugioh, right? So I would just put this in, got rid of my Imperm, Chummy, or no, Imperm and Ash, and I put this in, right? I'll let's make room for this. I put in Meru, 2 nib, I think 2 is fine, and then 3 of this. Basically, so I have another target, but really I would use their stuff engraved as targets. But yeah, honestly, like, okay, so the cards that won me the final game, this one Jerusalem, I top deck a Jerusalem and a Baldre. It was ridiculous. Like, it was insane. And then I also just, bro, I like my or my actual top deck was what's it called? Was a Chandra, and then I just went for game 3 against my boys. So like this is like, I think this is like really good. And then Nib, I never resolved it today, but I did use it as discard for the field spell, and then I affect Jerusalem to banish this, which was kind of nice because I top decked Jerusalem, so it got me a body on the board. And then this card, bro, was insane against Yubel today. I think Droll, I just didn't see a deck that I could use it against, like no Ritual Beast, so kind of irrelevant today. This was cracked for the mirror, and then I cited in the take cards as well. Like, I think I liked it. I made like the take cards at regionals, but I actually really like the take cards. I think they're actually quite good, to be honest with you. Like, especially, like, I drew this at regionals. I actually only saw this today once, and I discarded it off of a field spell as well. But I think, like, to be honest, looking forward in the future, I just don't know how I feel about Droll, to be honest. It's kind of been useless so far for me. But maybe that's just I have to rethink just interaction in general. But to be honest, the winners today, the Bistrels, man. The Bistrels were insane today for me. Just every time I saw them, I won. And then, of course, I didn't even need cross out, but I saw cross out in the mirror in game 3, and it was basically over. It was just Jover. And so that's pretty much it. But yeah, it was kind of insane, to be honest, to win. Like, it was insane. And also for all of the guys to get, so like first, second, and third respectively, it's kind of insane. So shout out to Jiwoo, shout out to the guys, shout out to everyone that's obviously consistently supporting me. And that's pretty much all I got. The next video I'll upload is going to be a booster box opening video. I think I'm going to get lucky and pull some Fiendsmith. So I'm going to do a little info box. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave some comments down below about what you guys think the best decks are in this upcoming format, how I should be playing Tenpai, if there's anything deck-wise that you guys would do different, any different, I could use some help in the extra deck too, like different synchro strategies, or maybe should I get rid of this link package, etc. So just leave a comment below about what you guys think about the format, what you think about this upcoming booster box, and the deck profile. But I appreciate you guys for watching, and have a good one.